This is the prototype for user one, but honestly, I'm probably just going to walk you through the related things for this user. So again, I wanted to touch base on the fact that the nav bar is the thing that we kind of focused on for our point of access of going to messages quickly, but overall, like, the notification system got changed. So each and every single type of notification got its own unique signifier. For example, pinning got a pin, and discussion posts got a discussion looking box. And each notification system menu has like these things, which is a way to get back and forth between the different types of notifications you can get. For example, this one is about grades, an upcoming assignment, or like grades that you got, or feedback. So the one that's the most relevant is this one, which is messages. And the first category is email, which is the type of communication from Outlook. If we still used Outlook, then it would probably be in this category. And it also show when you got it and also the type of email it is. So mass emails would be labeled this way so that you could see. I want to come back to messages after, but here is class, and this is a list of the notifications that you get from messages through people who have a relationship to the user through classes. So for instance, these are all 4800 classmates. This is a classmate from 4800. This is a group created from 4800, and this is the class itself. And then this is also the TA. I don't know if you're watching this, but hi. And then messages is the one that is the category that has messages received from people who reached out to you independent from classes. So for instance, maybe I knew Amatesh, Rohan, and Jehan, and I just created a group of just them, but I don't have any classes that are the same with them. So these messages are the ones that I receive independent from classes. And this is just to show these types of notifications in a way that is organized by type so that the student doesn't lose track of what notification it is. Because an experience that a lot of people have is that these notifications often get lost, especially like the email ones. Or in another case is that they flood it, and then it completely, like, emails could flood out like important messages that you need to see. And again, the reason why we did this is because the instant messaging for ELC is so lost and so buried, and if a student who has a time-sensitive request wants to literally instant message someone, it should be very accessible. So going forward onto like the design of the chat itself, we use the same filtration system right here, and also, again, these are the people who are independent from the classes, so they might not necessarily be my classmates. And again, people most likely find, not most likely, it's proven, sorry, but that instant messaging is often easier for people to text because of the least amount of formality, and then also the convenience and synchronicity, which is great because we wanted to implement that by showing like who's online, and yeah, and then also on top of that, you can also add to the existing group, and then again, you can flip back and forth between the types of messaging you receive. And again, each person receives a label depending on what they are in relation to the user. But yeah, again, here's another example of someone who is like texting something that is like very time sensitive. I might be late to a class, and then the professor can respond immediately. Another thing that we did is the filtration system, which isn't visible here, but I will show you in just a second. But yeah, and then this is very inspired by Discord, because these are all different genres, I guess you can call them, of chats that you can talk in. So right now this is general chat, and we can also pin messages, which will be touched on later. Um, but yeah, we wanted to make messaging just something that is very accessible throughout ELC because, again, it was very buried. Um, I will show the filtration system right now, sorry. So again, when you filter by class, it shows every single class that you are enrolled in. But we wanted to sort of help alleviate that confusion. So if I wanted to just see like, oh, what was in history 2112, I'd be able to filter out by that. And it would only show like this TA and then also the classmates from that class.